Welcome everyone to GPAT Mutual Achievers Talk. In today's session, we will talk with Shagota. Shagota has been one of the top qualifiers of GPAT Tutorial. She has qualified GPAT and secured a rank of 153. She has qualified NIPER, secured a rank of 203. She has also qualified for GATE. So, Shagota, it's warm congratulations on your great achievement from Team GPAT Tutorial. So, we have seen Shagota, and she has been sincere from the beginning and has never failed to amaze us. So the journey of success, as we all know, it's a never stopping process. It goes on as the day passes by, but the hard work and the long shift struggle always stays with it. So Shagota, before going more deeper into the thing, let's begin with how did you actually think of GPAT examination? What did actually inspire you, or who did actually inspire you for GPAT examination? And from where did you get the idea of joining GPAT tutorial for as a mentor, as a guide for your examination?
Thank you, sir. Back when I was in second semester, I heard about GPAT and NIPER. These were the two most lucrative competitive exams of the pharmacy field. So back then I decided that I also should do something that will secure my future, because at a point you need to do something which will accelerate you to your better towards your better future. So I decided at that point of time that I should take preparation for the exam, and for that reason I always needed a proper guidance. Now in my college, when I saw that my seniors who secured good ranks were from GPAT tutorial, and from my friends I have heard about this tutorial a lot. So I decided to join the tutorial when it was during my fourth semester. This tutorial is, they have guided me from the very first day when I went into the tutorial. I still remember that the first lecture was of pharmacology, cardiac arrhythmia, and that was my first class of the tutorial. And it was really helpful because cardiac arrhythmia is one of the toughest subjects of pharmacology. And then, and at that point of time, I understood that how much crucial it is to know the subject properly, to understand the basics, in which this tutorial has an immense role in my life. So that is where it all started, from pharmacology till whatever I have done. So that is start. That was the start.
Okay, Shagota, one more important aspect I will really want to focus in on. You have been classroom coaching for a very long time in GPAT tutorial. So another thing, nowadays, what students mostly complain about is that they have a lot of burden on from the college, and so that they cannot properly focus in their examination. So how did you actually manage to keep your college days pressure along with your GPAT preparation pressure? How did it actually you manage it both?
To say very frankly, I have never differentiated between GPAT and my final semester examinations, because whenever I had my offline classes, when there was a college, back in 2018 and 2019, I used to take the semesters very seriously. For that, I always referred to standard. I always kept a distance from the slides and from the short notes. I tried to understand the semesters from the textbook which we are referring for GPAT, and that helped me, because in the final read I saw when I don't had that much of time to revise all the things, just because I have previously in my semesters have read the thing from the textbook. So it helped me during my final preparations. So I would suggest that yes, students will definitely have a huge pressure from the college. They will have assignments, they will have tests, everything. They will have internals. But then if one does that seriously, and for that if they refer to standard materials, they prepare their notes, their short notes, which they can refer for the competitive exams later on, then I think that pressure will help one to achieve a good rank in the exams.
Right. So I think this is a very important piece which the juniors must adopt, because the semesters are also a part of the study of the GPAT preparation.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not only the semesters will be outside study that yes, we will only focus on, right? So this is a very important part which you discussed. Coming back to another point, I had actually seen that you were a very regular person who used to give your exams on a very daily basis, who used to never miss the examination part. So how do you feel that how does examination on a regular basis, because GPAT tutorial examinations are conducted in every week, so how did you actually feel that this examination, giving every week examination, did that really help you out?
GPAT tutorial, their mode of action is very unique, because what I like most about the tutorial is that every week when we had classes, before commencement of classes, they take a mock test which was based on the previous week's classes and some short topics which are related to the syllabus, and they trially gave us the syllabus. So now see, by doing this, one will have two benefits. One is they will understand that how much of the previous week's classes one has one have understand or one has studied, and secondly, they will have a practice to solve MCQs. Maybe initially a student will not practice MCQs that much, but if at least in one day you are giving a particular period of time like 1 hour and you are asking them to solve 90 questions from a syllabus which they have learned throughout the week, then that will help them to solve the MCQs, because MCQs are the prime important thing for an exam, for a competitive exam, and speed is also very important here. So if that mock test is very crucial, because there the students will have an exposure of an exam hall, they will sit with and most important is they will give the exams along with their friends, so there will be a healthy competition between the peers. That will also help to motivate them and their ranks, everything. That exam is very important. They should and they must give the exams on the regular basis.
Right, very. So this is a very important part which you mentioned, that examinations are really very important and you must go on give examination. So another part which I would really want to focus is that you were the first batch who gave examination during this pandemic situation, right? So you really never knew when will your exam be conducted, when will it be on January end, will it be on February end. So your preparation, your way of approaching the GPAT examination, especially if I talk about this moment of time standing in the month of August, and now you have around the 6 months left. So how did you yourself, if you just could recap your memories so that the students can understand that how will they start preparing themselves in these periods?
Back in 2020 on March 25, the all India level lockdown was declared, and that point of time it was a great great setback for all of us, because we never knew what was waiting for us in the near future and what will be our future too. So yeah, for the first 3 to 4 months we were shattered. We never knew what to do and how to do. But then gradually, as the tutorial started their online classes, and they tried to bring us under their guidance again via a proctored environment, that was very helpful for us, because at that point of time, with studies we also needed a motivation, because sitting in a classroom with friends and studying, and sitting before your laptop in your bedroom or in your house and listening to a lecture are quite different. GPAT tutorial has always helped us. Whenever we had any issues with our studies, we were demotivated, we didn't know how to proceed, I have always taken help from the tutorial, and I know how much one-to-one interaction, doubts, how much they have cleared. So I think that if you are facing any problem, come out to the tutorial, share your doubts. The teachers are always available for you. They will help you in every possible way you want.
Right. Shagota, you were just mentioning about certain subjects which you must focus on. So you could just elaborate on this part, that which really subjects they should focus on during this part of time, so that most important subject they will focus, rather than focusing on this huge vast syllabus, and they have to focus on certain important matters which really do come in the examination. Just could brighten up.
I'll first say that as it is 6 months remaining, So now you can take a risk and you can go for covering more than 80% of the syllabus. You can take this risk now, but you definitely can't take this risk in the last 2 to 3 months. At that point of time, your sole motive should be to revise what already you have studied. So now is the time where you can explore and you can try to cover up most of the syllabus. So as you have asked me, from the major subjects that I have done, I would say that, see, it is not possible for anyone to cover 100% of the syllabus. But then there are subjects like pharmacology, pharmaceutics, and there are pharma analysis, which are very, very important. Apart from this, there is a physical pharmacy, which is also very important because topics related to physical pharmacy will indirectly help you to understand your industrial pharmacy, which are a part of pharmaceutics. So if you can cover this thing first, and also medicinal chemistry, because later you won't be able to practice so much of drug structures. You need time for that, which is now is the ideal time.
Right. Okay, Shagota, before wrapping up this session, what would be your advice to the juniors who are currently being now with the GPAT aspirants? So what would be your advice to them?
I think now also the classes are being held online in the tutorial. So I would like to highlight this point that in GPAT tutorial, this online classroom is a blessing for the students. We got so many advantages because what I am saying is, firstly, they take class in Microsoft Teams, where you will get the total link of the class. So even if I consider that, suppose you are having your offline class and you have missed the class. So due to some reason you are sick or anything, so that class is gone. You won't get what is being taught. But in Teams, you will get the lecture. You will get the entire thing. So that will help you when you will later on when you want to know what had happened in the class, you will get that thing. So this is very important and very unique of Teams, which GPAT tutorial has adapted, because the whole system was very systematic. Whenever we missed on a class, in that day only we got the link. So it was not a miss at all. If you can, yes, attending the class is very important, because if you are having a doubt, you can ask to the teachers live that. But something is always better than nothing. So in an offline class, if you have missed it, it is gone. But even in the online platform, you are getting something out of it. So that is an advantage to you. Secondly, online classes, I think now as there is a time of 6 months, you have got sufficient time. And even if I consider that there is a student who has not done anything beforely, if he or she starts now also, now mark my words, if you are serious, you will get a good rank. A very good rank, a decent rank. So for that, you have to attend the class. First of all, for getting a good rank, you should be regular with your class. You should be regular with your mock test. These are the two main things. So speed is very important. Accuracy is very important. So for that, you have to be regular with your class. You have to be regular with your mock test. And also, apart from these two, try to solve MCQs daily, because that is very important.
Definitely, Shagota, it is a really, you gave a very intense way of, yes, this is the way you are. You have gave the pathway for their success. Thank you, Shagota, for your thoughts. I think definitely they will try to focus on, which you have said, focus on the way you have yourself been successful, especially the books to follow, how to properly prepare yourself, how to manage time, how to just not study but also to understand, give regular examinations, so that more the exam you give, the more the confidence you get build up, the more MCQs you look into, you get the variations of MCQs. And especially what I liked about you mentioned not to expect questions, those will be common. Like if I solve 500 questions, I cannot expect that this will be a common question, right? And you can solve questions, but it might be a type of question, but it cannot be that exact question, because every time the question paper said is very new. So it's a very good, observation from your perspective side of thing. I think the students will also learn from your thought process that yes, solving the question, attending regular examinations is also very important. Thank you, Shagota, for your time, and again, congratulations on your success. Hope you have a great future ahead. Thank you.